Daf Yomi Tractate Sanhedrin, page 93a, part 2. The words Tana Rabbanan Shloshe Hayu Biosa Eitza. That's where we left off with part 1. So again, the words Tanu Rabbanan Shloshe Hayu Biosa Eitza. HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'Daniel Nebuchadnezzar. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Amar Nezel v'Daniel Mehacha Delo Lemru Bishusei Id Tanzul. The sages taught there were three partners in that plan to ensure that Daniel would not be in Babylonia when the decree of the persecution was in effect. The Holy One, blessed be He, Daniel and Nebuchadnezzar. The Holy One, blessed be He, said, "Let Daniel go from here, so that people would not say that Hanani, Mishael, and Azariah were delivered from the fiery furnace due to the virtue of Daniel, rather due to their own righteousness." Okay. V'Daniel Amar Ezel Mehacha Delo Likayam Bi Besile Elohehen Tisrufun Be'esh. And Daniel said to himself, "I will go away from here, so that this verse will not be fulfilled in my regard. The graven images of their gods you shall burn with fire." Deuteronomy 7:25. Daniel was concerned that because Nebuchadnezzar worshipped him like a deity, his legal status was that an idol, and that he would be burned. Okay. Nebuchadnezzar Amar Yezel Daniel Mehacha to lo lemru kalei le'alohe v'nura u'minayan desagid le d'chsiv b'adein malka Nebuchadnezzar nafal an pohi u'Daniel sagid v'gomer. And Nebuchadnezzar said Daniel should go away from here, so that the people will not say Nebuchadnezzar burned his God in fire. And from where is it derived that Nebuchadnezzar worshipped Daniel? It is derived from a verse as it is written, "Then the king Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face and worshipped Daniel and commanded that they should offer an offering and pleasing aromas to him." Daniel 2:46. Ko amar Adonai Tzevot Elohi Yisrael el Achav ben Kolaya ve'el Tzidkiyahu ben Masaya Hanivi'im lachem bishmi sheker v'gomer uchetiv v'lekach mehem klala v'chol galut Yehuda asher bavel limor yisimcha Adonai ketzidkiyahu uchechav asher kalam melech bavel ba'esh asher srafam lo ne'emar ela asher kalam. Amar Rabbi Yochanan mishum Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai melamed she'asan ke klayot. Apropos to the deliverance of Hanani, Mishael, and Azariah, Gemara cites verses. So says the Lord of Hosts, the God of Israel, concerning Achav, son of Koliah, and Zedekiah and Maaseiah, who prophesy to you a lie in my name. Behold, I will deliver them into the land of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylonia. It actually says Nebuchadrezzar. That's what it actually says, but I think it means Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylonia, and he shall slay them before your eyes. Jeremiah 29:21. And there is written, and of them shall be taken accursed by all the captivity of Judea, who are in Babylonia, saying, "May the Lord make you like Zedekiah and like Ahab, who the king of Babylon toasted in the fire." Jeremiah 29:22. It is not stated whom the king of Babylonia burned, but whom the king of Babylonia toasted. Rabbi Yochanan said in the name of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, this teaches that he rendered them like toasted wheat, which is toasted on all sides. Okay. Ya'an asher asana v'Rabbi Yisrael v'hina'afu et asher ehem ma'avud Azal Gabe Barte de Nebuchadnezzar. Achav amar la, Ko amar Adonai, Hishim'i el Tzidkiah. Tzidkiah amar, Ko amar Adonai Hishim'i el Echav. Azlav amra le al avua, amra la Elohehem, shel elu soneh zimahu. Ki atu ligabach, shadrinu ligabai. The verse states, because they have committed baseness in Israel and have committed adultery with the wives of their neighbors. Jeremiah 29:23. What did they do? The Gemara relates, they went to the daughter of Nebuchadnezzar. Ahab said to her, so says the Lord, submit to Zedekiah and engage in intercourse with him. And Zedekiah said to her, so says the Lord, submit to Ahab and engage in intercourse with him. She went and said to her father what they said to her. Nebuchadnezzar said to her, the God of these people abhors lewdness. This is likely a false prophecy. When they come to you, send them to me. Ki atu ligabah shadar tanu ligabe avu. Amar lahu man amar lachon. Amar hu akadosh baruch hu. V'hachanani mishal ve'azariah shaltinu. Ve'amaru li asur. Amaru le anan nami neviye kivatayu. Ledidhu la amar lahu ledidan amardan. Amar lahu ana be'ena de avid knichu. David knichu. De av de kinichu. Ki hechi deba. Daktinu lechanani mishal ve'azariah. When they came to her, she sent them to her father. Nebuchadnezzar said to them, who told you to do this? They said, it was the Holy One, blessed be He. Nebuchadnezzar said, but haven't I asked Hanani, Mishael, and Azariah about this? And they said to me, it's prohibited. They said to him, we too are prophets like they are. God did not say this prophecy to them. He said it to us. Nebuchadnezzar said to them, if so, I wish to put you to the test to determine if you are righteous, just as I put Hanani, Mishael, and Azariah to the test. Amaru le, inu telata havi ve'anantren. Amar luhu bacharu lachon, man dibatayu behadaichu. Amaru Yehoshua Kohen Gadol. Savri lete Yehoshua denafish zechute maganin alan. Ahab and Zedekiah said to Nebuchadnezzar, they were three, and we are only two. Our merit is not great enough to save us from the fire. Nebuchadnezzar said to them, choose for yourselves a third person, whomever you wish, to be put to the test with you. They said to him, we choose Joshua the high priest. They chose him because they thought, let Joshua the high priest come with us, since his merit is great and will protect us. Ach tiyu shidinhu inuhu iklo. Yehoshua Kohen Gadol ichruch icharoche mane shene'emar vayareni et Yehoshua HaKohen HaGadol omed lifnei malach Hashem v'gomer v'chetiv v'yomer Adonai el Satan yikar Adonai b'cha v'gomer. They took the three of them down and cast them into the furnace. They were burned. And as for Joshua the high priest, his garments were singed. As it is stated, he showed me, Joshua the high priest, standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan was standing at his right to thwart him. Zechariah 3:1. And it is written, and the Lord said to Satan, the Lord shall rebuke you, Satan. The Lord who has chosen Jerusalem shall rebuke you. Is this man not a firebrand plucked from fire? Zechariah 3:2. This is an allusion to the fact that he was delivered from the fiery furnace, although he was slightly singed. Amar le Yedana zit tzadika at Elamaita ama Ahyana bach purta nura Chanan mishael vezare lo ahanya behu klal. Amar le inu tulata havo venahad Amar le Avraham yachid hava Hatam lo havo reshaim behadeh Velo it yehiv rishuta lenura Hacha havo reshaim behadi V'it yahiv rishuta lenura Hainu da amriin shi Trei udi Yabishai V'chad retiva Okdu Yabishai lirativa. Nebuchadnezzar said to Joshua the high priest, I know you are righteous because you were delivered from the fire. But what is the reason that the fire was slightly effective concerning you? Meaning he was singed a little bit. And for Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, the fire was not effective concerning them at all. Their garments were not singed. Joshua the high priest said to them, they were 3 righteous people, and I am one. Nebuchadnezzar said to him, but wasn't Abraham one person when he was cast into the furnace and the fire had no effect? Joshua answered him, there, in the case of Abraham, there were no wicked people with him, and license to cause damage was not given to the fire. Here, in this case, there were wicked people with me, and license to cause damage was given to the fire. The Gemara adds that this explains the adage that people say, if there are two dry firebrands and one moist, one is in a fire, the dry firebrands burn the moist one. My tama yanash, Rav Papa shayu banav nosin nashim she'en hogana sakuna v'lo michavehen. Shenemar Yehoshua haya lavush begadim tzoim. Chidarko shel Yehoshua lavush begadim tzoim. El v'lamed shayu banav nosim nashim she'eno hagunot lekehuna v'lo michabahen. The Gemara asks, what is the reason that Joshua the high priest was punished, was cast into the furnace? Rav Papa says it was due to the fact that his sons would marry women who were not fit for marriage into the priesthood, and he did not reprimand them. And it is stated in Joshua was clothed in filthy garments, and he stood before the angel. Zechariah 3, verse 3, and it was the typical manner of Joshua. And was it the typical manner of Joshua to wear filthy garments? Rather, this verse teaches an allusion that his sons would marry women who were not fit for marriage into the priesthood, and he did not reprimand them. This is why he appeared with soiled garments in the vision of the prophet Zechariah. Amar Rabbi Tanchum, Darash bar kapara v'tzipori, Mai dichtiv shesh haseorim ha'ele, Natan li, Mai shesh haseorim, Ilem shesh haseorim mamash, V'chi darko shel Boaz litin v'tanash shesh seorim. Apropos to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, the Gemara cites that which Rabbi Tanchum says, in that Barka Parata and Sipori. What is the meaning of that which is written with regard to the statement of Ruth to Naomi concerning Boaz? These 6 grains of barley he gave me. Ruth 3:17. What is the meaning of the phrase 6 grains of barley? If we say that the reference is to 6 actual grains of barley, is it the typical manner of Boaz to give a minimal gift of 6 grains of barley?